Hello and welcome to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Louise VanNatta.
Today we're going to be talking about a group of people and an organization that both Mary Louise and I learned about several years ago and were very impressed with what we saw. Women at the Well, and what they created was a home for women who are on the streets, have no place to go, and need so much. And they named the place Grace House. And they put it on the most beautifully named street for Grace House, Peace Street, right here in Salem. Would you please welcome our guests, Missy, Townsend, Nicole, and Roxanne. Thank you for joining us today. What is Grace House? Please tell us.
Grace House is a 6-month transitional housing program where we have a program dialed into each woman's specific needs, whether it's GEDs or NAAAGA. We have programs for Narcotics Anonymous, Gambling Anonymous, AA, alcohol.
Right, whatever they need.
So if they're in programs, we have women that maybe have come to us out of human trafficking, domestic violence, or just women that have come out of Coffee Creek, or and if they're released out of the prison system onto the streets and have no place to go and are willing to work into our transitional 6-month program towards never being homeless or victims again, they are welcomed into Grace House as long as we have a bed. And we put them on the program dialed into their needs, get them into job programs, help them write resumes. We help them with housing and rent classes. So really, honestly, Grace House is there for them to get them back into society, restored to their friends and family. And that helps reduce foster care, and it helps the whole community, because within a few short years, Grace House will affect thousands of lives.
Wonderful. So how many people can stay at Grace House itself?
9 women at a time.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot when you think about it, a lot. It's a beautiful place, Grace House. Do you mind if we just take a little trip there? I'd like to show our audience the place that we're talking about, and I like what is said about what the expectations are. Let's take a look.
This home that has taken me in and accepted me for who I am, I never had that before in my life. They took me in coming out of jail, a woman that was drowning herself with a fifth of whiskey a day for years.
One day I had a family, and the next day I didn't, and I'm homeless.
With all this, the abuse and the alcohol and the drugs and the relationship, just life in the fast lane for so many years, you know, you don't really have a good foundation of how to be accountable.
My neighbor found Grace House, and then that's how I got here. And that was kind of rough, because it's like when you don't know where you're going and you've never been in this position before, that's really scary. And then on top of it, trying to just get up, and you can't get up, and then you get here, and now there's a plan, and we need to follow the plan, and this is what we need to do. We need to get up, we need to get dressed, we need to take a shower, and it's like, no, you don't understand. I want a corner. Just put me in a corner and ignore me, and that is it. And they wouldn't do that.
This home is a secure place. We're all here. In some ways we're the same, but we're all unique.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is. What an important role
Thank you.
you play. We're really pleased that you brought some guests today, Nicole and Roxanne. Nicole, do you want to tell us a little bit about why you're here representing Grace House and your experiences?
Grace House has given me a chance to help myself, to change my life. I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic, and it was very hard to recover and be safe on the streets. It was very challenging, and at Grace House I have a safe place where I can recover, and I don't know, I just
Feeling
lost
better,
it.
huh?
You're feeling a lot better now?
So apparently they just let you sit around all day
Yeah,
and,
right.
and watch cartoons. Or tell me a little bit about some of the ways you participated in Grace House while you were there.
Well, we cook for each other, and
do?
we help each other clean the house, and and we give each other tips on clothes and makeup and hair. It's,
What if
lots of
somebody's
girls.
not? What if somebody's not feeling so happy? If they're feeling blue, they're having a bad moment. Do you guys help each other
We
out?
all band together and try to help, or just let that person cry and tell them it's okay to cry and be vulnerable because it's safe.
Roxanne, I saw you nodding your head over there. You're new to Grace House, and you've
Yes.
experienced that already?
Yes, very much. I've been very welcomed by the girls that I've met so far, and they're very friendly and it's very comforting.
How did you get involved with Grace House? It's all right. Take your time.
Sorry,
Take your time. It's got to be tough.
I've just recently been out of prison. I had to grow up pretty young, having 2 children, and got mixed up in the wrong crowds and lost my children, and then lost my mother, and went down the wrong road. And now, I'm ready to make changes, and Grace House is a wonderful place for me to go. That's going to help me with a great support system. And
When you leave Grace House, do you feel you're welcome back?
oh, absolutely.
What do they tell you about your journey?
But we're always welcome to come back, and they want to share in our experiences as we grow and move forward in our lives.
It takes courage to face up to the fact that you maybe need a little bit of help, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's maybe share, Missy, a little bit with our CCTV viewing audience. I'm watching this program and I'm in a terrible situation, or I have a friend who's on the streets. How do I get engaged with the program and learn more about how that might help?
Well, we have a website. It's www.ghsalem.com, and we have a line that you can call in and fill out an application on our phone line, 971-600-3627. So you can fill out an application over the telephone and get on our waiting list.
What are your hopes for yourself in life? Nicole, what do you want for yourself?
That's easy. I want to become a mentor for other women, and I want to give back what I was so freely given at Grace House.
Wonderfully put. How about you, Roxanne? What are your
Definitely.
hopes?
I want to be able to give back, to help other women who have
what
been
it's-
through what I've, gone through and who need help.
Well, you've given so much to us today
You have.
on our show InSight. We
And
sure
I think that
appreciate
there
it.
are women out there who have been given hope just by hearing your stories and hearing how Grace House has helped you. So thank you,
thank
Missy. We'll
you.
have to have
Well, I hope you come back and tell
We
us
hope
more
you
about
come
your
back.
journey.
Good luck to both of you and to all the women at Grace House right
Thank
now.
you.
May you have a wonderful meal tonight. And thank you for joining us today on InSight.
We'll see you next time.